Hi guys, so today I want to talk about something a little bit different. So here in Sweden, I don't know how you have in your country, but for Easter we give kids these paper eggs, usually filled with candy. And they can get quite a lot of these if they have a lot of relatives and uncles and aunts and all of that stuff, so they can get quite a lot of these. Now, I started doing something a bit different a few years ago because both my cousin and a friend of mine have children with diabetes. So I figured, why not give them something that a bit more long lasting? And as a crafter, I usually have some leftover craft supply, or I get craft supply that I don't really use and stuff like that. So what I do is this. So this is a belt that I got sent to me in a Happy Mail. And as you can see, it's quite pretty. And these are adjustable, so you can open this part, pull this through, close this part, and the belt will be shorter. So they are quite adjustable, so I'm sure she can use this, and I'm sure she will like the bling. If nothing else, her mom will love this. Here's a pair of necklaces. These are plastic beads, so it's not something I will use for my crafting. I get sent from Nickan, and also my cousin sent me some old jewelry that they don't want, that they don't like, and they just sent it to me because I reuse them. As some of you know, I reuse as much material as I can. If you hear some funny noises in the background, it's my dog eating. We've been outside for quite some time, and I took half of her breakfast in my pocket and threw it on the ground so she can, search for it and give her some activity, something more to do. And she just got the rest of it now that we got inside. Anyway, so these are plastic beads, and it's not something I will use in my crafting. So I figured she might be able to use the beads, or she might use the necklaces as they are, or she might use the clasps. So I have those there. And in here, this is a little handmade envelope. I figured she might find that kind of cute and funny. She might use it for other things. But I put some of these little blingy, I don't know what to call them. They're not beads, you glue them onto stuff. So I have a few of those in there. Because I figured stuff like this, crafting lasts a long time. She will have a lot of fun of this. Hopefully she doesn't see this before she gets it. So here's some more beads that there are either very few of them, or there's something else with them, so I don't think I will use them, or they just go well with, like these beads I would probably, oops, I'm going off camera here. So these beads I would probably use, but I figured it would go great with the pack, so I put them in there anyway. And here we have some more beads for her. These are pretty beads. I love green, but they all have, oh, I'm going off this way. I'm sorry. See if I take one out. They're shimmery, they're blingy, they're nice, they're green. However, ooh, this one was tricky. Come on, don't do this to me. I want to show stuff. Okay. So let me take one of these colored ones out. Easy. Oh, I'm off this way again. I'm sorry. I'm filming a bit different. Usually I have you coming from that side. Today I have you coming from this side. So I don't know if you can see that. They have these little from the mold when they were pressed. These are glass beads, by the way. So normally I would use them, but they have this pressed edge, and I don't really a big fan of that. So I put them and some matching beads in here so she can make some bracelets. By the way, she and I reuse other plastic bags, I do that for my own beads too. She makes bracelets and she sells them and give the money to Children Diabetic Fund. So yeah, that's an idea. Here's some plastic beads from a bracelet that I'm not a fan of using plastic beads myself. I have used a few, but I'm not a big fan of it. So I give them to her and she will put them to good use. And here's some green beads. I like these. These are really pretty, but I figure she needs a lot of pretty. And here's a big bag of blingy beads. Really blingy beads that I will probably not use for anything. So I figured she might get a good use out of them. And I mean, doing this would give her a lot of time, a lot of, she can make a lot of fun stuff with it. It would last a bit longer than if I just put in some candy that is also bad for her due to her diabetes. I know she would appreciate some candy too, but I figure she will get enough from her grandma and grandpa and stuff like that. So a little craft egg, it doesn't have to be super expensive. I actually managed to put some tape on back here and I'm not too happy about that. I don't know where this tape come from. Hopefully I don't break the image. I think these eggs are really cute. I actually collect vintage. Let's see, let's hope I don't break the image, because this is just paper. It's just a paper egg. And I have no idea where this tape comes from. Sorry. Sorry. Ooh. Did I get it off? I think I might get a little bit of... I got a little bit off there. Just lost a little bit there at the tail, but I could put a nice bow around it. I have to anyway, so it doesn't open up. Yeah, look at that snail. How cute is that snail? Look at that. I think they're really cute. They're so common. I grew up with these. They had practically the same images when I was growing up. So these eggs haven't changed much. You can buy a lot cuter eggs these days and so on, but I had a few of these eggs at home, so I figured I might use the one I have. Because I don't have a lot of money, but I can still give her a full chunky egg full of craft supply. And it doesn't have to cost you a whole lot. Of course, you could put like real, you can go out and buy jewelry, or you can make jewelry. I actually gonna put a pair of earrings in here too that I made, or maybe a necklace. I haven't made up my mind yet. So she will get something new, but we don't always have to give candy when we're gonna be nice. Being nice can also be giving something that they can use for a longer period of time. That it doesn't take too long to eat candy filled egg, but to craft all of these materials, oops, sorry, drop the envelope with a little blingy. Okay, yeah, I have a creaky chair, I know. So it doesn't have to cost you a whole lot if you're a crafter. Or maybe you can bake some cookies for us. I mean, bake some cookies and put in, and you can give it to... I give eggs to grown-ups too. I usually give an egg to my ex, but this year he never watched my videos, I can say it anyway. He loved Mustang, the car, so I found... Oh, my thumbs. I found online these beer glasses that had etching with where it said Mustang and a year. They were really cool, so he got 2 beer glasses. I was hoping to buy beer too, but I couldn't afford it, so he got the glasses. He gets to buy the beer himself. I can't always do what I want to. So anyway, but this is a little idea. If you're a crafter, if you have kids, if you have like grandkids or your nieces and nephews, put some craft supply in. If you don't want to put in beads, you can put in ephemera. You can put in like a kit to make tiny little booklets, or stuff like that. So they just put it together, and these little mini canvases that they can paint or decorate any way they want, or you can buy a bigger egg and put bigger stuff in. You can also make these eggs, and I think I'm gonna do a video. I think I did last year. I'm not sure if I did a video on how I made. I have a little string egg that I made that have hanging in the window. Yeah, let's show it. Let's show it. Now my kitchen is a complete mess. Ignore that. These. So this one is made by a balloon, some yarn, and some wood glue. And I have this little egg decoration hanging in the window. You can hang glitter on it, you can put it tighter, you can, you know, all of that stuff. And if you cut it apart, you can make an egg that you can open and close. So if I remember, oops, sorry, I don't remember which way I was filming, because I know it was, you know what, I hope it was this way. I'm a mess, I know. So anyway, I did a video a few days ago. I took it down pretty quickly with this lady. I broke her and I fixed her skirt, so this white part is all clay. What I did with her, I used polymer clay. That was not a good idea on this material. I was afraid it was going to be a bad idea, and it was. Because the stench of, like, she smelled so strongly of melted plastic when she was in the oven. It was not fun at all. So I managed to bake her, but I did it in like 15-minute bursts, 2 15-minute bursts, and took her out to cool and vented the whole area really well in between. And I cleaned the oven. I don't think my oven ever been this clean before. So don't use polymer clay on this type of material. I don't remember the name of poly something. So I knew it was a plastic because it's poly. That usually means it's a polymer, and a polymer is a plastic. Is a plastic type material anyway. So I was worried about her, but it worked. I still need to paint her skirt though. And in my opinion, her skirt became better after I did it than the original skirt. Her original skirt didn't have these wrinkles. These are mine. I put these on, and that's thanks to Ace of Clay. He had some nice tips on how to do the wrinkles. So go watch his channel if you want to learn more about clay. Usually, before watching his channel, I would do the wrinkles. I would put it on a thick layer, and I would take these parts out. With Ace of Clay, he rolls up snakes, puts them on, and then mold them. So that's the way he makes the wrinkles, and it was so much easier. So definitely doing that. So anyway, don't put this type of material in the oven. If you break one, use air dry clay, like DOS air dry clay or something like that. Don't use polymer clay. So I took the video down where I did this. I had like 10 views or something, and I got some questions where it went, and that's why I didn't want to leave a video up that shows doing something that you shouldn't be doing. But I will probably put a video up soon where I paint the skirt and maybe talk a bit more about polymer clay. But I'm not gonna paint it quite yet. I have a few more polymer clay stuff that I'm in the middle of making, and I will post a painting video when I'm gonna paint all of them, because I put away all my paints and stuff. So because I'm working on wire wrapping right now, stuff like this bracelet. I think I'm gonna do a second video today, but I won't post it today, about stuff that I made. If you are interested in that, keep an eye out. I'll be showing you stuff like this, stuff that I made. I say a lot today, right? I don't think I've had enough coffee yet. Still quite early. It's 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. So it's still quite early, but I've been up for a while and been doing a lot of stuff. Anyway, put other stuff than crafting than candy in your Easter eggs if you give these kind of stuff out, and give the kids something to do, something fun, something to play with, maybe a little game. Maybe you can make a little game. Make a little board game with questions that surrounds the family, like when is Uncle Murphy's birthday or something like that. You can make your little games yourself and fold them in and put them in here, or have a little treasure hunt, and the first treasure is in the egg. So you can do a lot of stuff. You don't have to give them candy all the time, and but give them a little bit, because we all want that little candy. We all have that little sweet tooth, I think. I'm not going to do a whole lot of crafting today because my hands are hurting. Can you see how swollen they are? My hands are hurting bad. I've been doing a little bit too much wire wrapping, and I shouldn't be doing too much of that with my hands. So that's just the way it is. But it's so much fun. I love doing wire wrapping. Do you want to see some wire wrapping, or shall I leave that to the big experts? I don't know. Hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you all hopefully, probably tomorrow. Have a nice day. Bye.